What is up, everybody? It's your boy Verse TV here today. It has been a week since the Nintendo Direct, and the big hot button topic of this week is still the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing. People are still outraged about this. I kind of moved on throughout the week, but this is still the hot button topic. Like, I'm not gonna get the Nintendo Switch 2 day one. I'll probably wait like a year after it releases, to be honest, to probably like another iteration of this thing, because the price isn't going to change. Like, people thinking Nintendo's going to go back on the price. That's not going to happen. They even double down. Because we had an interview with the head CEO of Nintendo, Doug Bowser, which is a very ironic last name, Bowser. But he says, on Nintendo Switch 2 price, some people may not be able to afford the Switch 2's price point. That's why we wanted to make the other Switch platforms available. Then they got a picture of Don Matrick, who kind of said the similar thing on the Xbox One generation. If you don't have internet to use Xbox One, then play the Xbox 360. Which is a big no-go. Like, when people buy a new product, you don't tell people to play just keep the old one. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But Nintendo is definitely doubling down on their nonsense with these price points of these games, because $80 for Mario Kart, whatever the new Mario Kart game is kind of ridiculous. It's like nothing justifies that price point. He said, like, you're going to do case by case basis with this different game price points. It's like nothing justifies Mario Kart being $80. It's like you got companies releasing The Witcher 4, Cyberpunk, all these big high budget games, and you telling Mario Kart cost the same amount or more. Like, that's just ridiculous. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it day one. I'm not in a rush to play this anyway. It's like plenty of games I got in my backlog, plenty of new games going on Xbox and PlayStation. So I'm not gonna rush out to get this Switch 2. And it's not even counting like the tariffs that's going on right now. Trump put these tariffs on these different countries and stuff like that. And that wasn't even factored into the price point, apparently. So that $450 was not even counting the tariffs, so it might cost even more. So, this is probably a bad time to release these systems right now, because of this whole situation right here. So that's even more of a rush, and I'm not in a rush to buy this thing right here, because these is kind of crazy. So yeah, people still angry about this. Still angry about this. I mean, it's like you're either gonna buy it or you're not at this point. I was like, I don't know if people are still angry about this, but this is the big news right now. Still, this is actually effing hilarious. I'm watching history repeat. Yeah, he's doing the same thing. They got this guy fired pretty much, because he got fired. He made the statement too. Like, he was no longer the head of Xbox after the whole controversy happened. So similar trend gonna happen with this new Doug Bowser guy. Who knows? But that is a very strange take to say, hey, if you think our new stuff is priced too high, then just buy the old stuff. I mean, which is actually a reasonable take, but you can't be pretty much calling people brokies. Like, if you can't afford to buy this new Switch 2 because of the high price point it's going to be at, then just stick with the old stuff, which probably should, but you can't say it though. So, between this and the very pricing thing, Nintendo has proven to everyone else what I always knew. They are the worst and most ruthless company in all of gaming. Yeah, they got some big flaws. That's definitely sticking out now with this new system. It's like, my biggest thing I've been saying that they have no voice acting in their games. It's like, that's my biggest thing I've been complaining about for the longest. But it's like, they want the same price of like these big AAA games from Xbox, PlayStation, and these other big AAA companies, but they don't provide the same quality. They're not putting the same money into those games. So it's kind of wild to me. But they saw the success of those previous Nintendo first party titles, like the previous Mario Kart games, with a lot of money. So they thought they can get the same amount of money with this new one. They might get that. I don't know. Like, a lot of people say they're not gonna buy it. Well, they might be full of crap and actually buy it at the end of the day. But I'm not in a rush to buy this thing. So that's just my opinion on it. Other people might think differently. Let's keep it going. Trying to make this comparison is crazy. It's not even remotely the same. It kind of is. It kind of is. Remember the last time the president said that about Xbox One? And look what happened after that. Yeah, he got fired. He's a former executive from EA discussing and tone deaf. Yeah, people who make statements like that are kind of like they're out of the loop at this point in time. Like, you know what, your fan base are super angry about the price point of some of these games. So much so that they're like spam the live streams for each Nintendo official live stream saying drop the price. You would think you want to take you want to take consideration about the people who are really angry about this price point, but nope, they just double down on it, which makes no sense to me. The price of the console isn't the problem. The price of the games are. Yeah, I'm missing that too. I don't have a price. I don't have a problem issue with the price point of the system. I think 450 is reasonable, but it's gonna be even more than that though in the future. So who knows? It might not even be 450 when it releases. It might be more than that. So it just like with all this different stuff going on right now, like I can just wait. It's not that big of a deal to me. But there's only one or two good AAA games just launching as a first party game. Donkey Kong and what else? The Mario Kart game. Everything else is gonna be the original Switch, so it's like you're not really missing on too much. I guess only time will tell. If this really has a negative impact, because a lot of people online saying they're not gonna buy this thing, but we all know as soon as the thing is available, people are gonna go out in droves to buy this system. It's like so people say one thing online and say do something else entirely. So this thing might be a crazy hit or sells a lot of copies, or it might end up being like the Wii U, which failed ultimately. So who knows? Only time will tell. But as of right now, standing. I mean, I don't have a reason to buy this right away. I'll wait until there's a price drop or whatever. There's a new revamped model of it. I was like, I'm not in a rush to buy this, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. This is still the big topic a week later. So definitely want your thoughts down below. What do you think about this situation? Do you think his quote was on point, or do you think he shouldn't have said this quote that if you can't afford to Switch 2, then just stick with the Switch 1? You think that was out of line? Let me know your thoughts down below. If you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.